This evening, we have a 2007 not a car.
Whoa, I'm a bandit. 1200cc's alright. I'm a wanted. Back home by 5.
When I poop twice. When I poop again, you say my name. Old Faithful sets his watch to me. Suzuki built the high-displacement Bandits for riders who need mid-range pull to accelerate from cue ball doms and eagle talons. I had experimental phases. If you pay attention to the displacement, you'll notice you're only one moped away from a Roid Rager Hayabusa. And now that you know that, the Bandit 1250 starts to make sense. That big rear tire, that heavy chain, the stubby handlebars, the heavy curb weight. You're looking at a Dirt Mall Hayabusa. Dirt Mall is also the name of a move I like to do with my life partner. It involves a Lego village, a stopwatch, and a full box of cracklin' oat bran. A Suzuki Bandit is a muscle bike. It's offensively overpowered for its dimensions. Did you not hear me? This motorcycle has a 1.25 liter 4-cylinder engine. There are 4-passenger cars rolling around in Wales right now with less displacement than this 2-wheeled love letter to juvenile delinquency and dick pics. If you don't want to rev up a Bandit, you don't have to. There is enough torque from its fuel-injected engine for you to ride your entire life away without ever having to go above $5,000. But you're gonna, because once you get to $6,000, the Bandit 1250 will show you how beautiful excess can be. My cock is the universe. Suzuki Bandit 1250, a motorcycle as loud and dirty as the bowling alley bathroom where its owner was conceived. Two brothers slip on exhaust. Fine, you get a pass because you put on larger injectors and remap the ECU. I will concede that you're doing this correctly. But I'm watching you. I shove an electric razor between my ass cheeks so I can wipe effectively. The Suzuki Bandit is to high-end motorcycles what a combination KFC Taco Bell is to fine dining. Of course, this isn't a bad thing, really. I mean, think about it. Who doesn't occasionally want to splooge on a compact representation of a more expensive detailed product? Sometimes you just want a 5-layer burrito or a bowl of mashed potatoes, corn, chicken, and gravy arranged in layers of sedimentary rock. It doesn't mean that the product itself is a bad thing, it just means you're looking for something affordable and satisfying as opposed to going for a pricier, more competitive version of the same experience. Of course, I should be saying a more comprehensive version of the same experience. I mean to say that riding around on a Suzuki Bandit isn't the same thing as riding around on a Hayabusa, Ducati, or Buell. It's far more minimalist and utilitarian than all of that. Quick rundown. When it first came onto the scene in 1997, and for its first 4 models, each Bandit had pretty much the same engine, an air and oil-cooled 1157 inline-4 with 16 valves that made 98 horsepower. Where that falls into the engine displacement, I'm too lazy to look up, either the 600, 650, 750, or 1200. But this all changed in 2007 when the air and oil-cooled engines no longer met Euro 3 emission standards. These newer K6 models received a new fuel tank shape, side panels, and height-adjustable seat, and a longer swing arm with hexagonal cross-sections. You can't tell any of this by looking at this Suzuki Bandit, because this one fell over in a truck sometime in its past, and the owner right now is piecing it back together. It sort of has the Street Fighter thing looking going on, like this half fairing in the front that he cut down, so it sort of looks like it belongs there. What am I talking about? He did a great job. I'll bet you didn't think there was anything different about this bike until I told you. But because of its cheapness, the Suzuki Bandit always had a reputation of falling into the hands of dicks. You know, the type of guys who feel it's right to weave in and out of traffic. That's the thing that bugs me about the Suzuki Bandit. It's a perfect tourer. A small tourer, yes, but put bags and a nice windshield on this thing and you can go cross country. But it's so wheelie happy that all the stunters like the Bandit because they're the guys popping wheelies outside Baltimore. But in attempting to court the average consumer as opposed to the ardent motorcycle enthusiast, the Bandit takes on an identity that is a metaphor for modern courtship itself, where success is measured entirely in terms of how hard one tries. Ultimately, in order to court anyone in both commerce and romance, you have to play by the commonly accepted rules of the game. You can give a compliment to that that subtly gorgeous barista who can never get your drink right, but just know that you'll become exponentially creepier for every moment you hang around afterwards. However, if you just drop a compliment into the middle of the conversation and walk away, you suddenly become that guy I totally would have bung if he'd stuck around. In much the same way, consumerism tries to have it both ways. Courtship is its own horrific catch-22. You can have all the sex you could ever want as long as you don't appear to actually want it. But the minute you actively try to get laid, you go quickly from king of all coitus to the lone protector of the friend zone. You suddenly become that creeper with a neck beard, a posable figure collection, and a regular seat by the stage in a strip club called the Diamond Hymen. The people you're courting miss out because they make value judgments based on preconceived notions of what it means to try. One minute you're 3 fingers deep in a retail clerk from Byrne Township or reading out fashion design majors from Moore College of Art, and the next, you're just Johnny McTries too hard. You lose out to the weaponized mediocrity of some guy in an Affliction t-shirt and sleeve tattoos. In essence, by trying to court the average consumer, Suzuki has turned off the motorcycle enthusiast who might actually enjoy riding the Bandit. But if you look again at the Bandit, you see this thing is beautifully simplistic, and also stealthy in its complexity, like the Last Supper or an Erector set. It's a bike that wants you too. If the Bandit 1250 was a girl, she'd use teeth and you'd like it.
So how much you want for it? You love it? Yeah.
And we'll just ride. We'll take the scenic route to where I cannot say we're doing 65. And if you like to bang, we'll stop along the way. It handles like the first time that we made love. I didn't know where things were meant to go. Thank goodness now I know.